James chapter 8. Chapter 1, verse 8. James chapter 1, verse 8. It simply says, their loyalty is divided between God and the world, and they are unstable in everything they do. Just a bit of a summary on what it talks about here is when you ask God for wisdom, God will give. The Bible says that He will give us wisdom, but our faith should be on Him alone, because if it's not on Him alone, then we won't receive what we ask for. And so those are the verses before. So on 8 it says that their loyalty is divided between God and the world, and they are unstable in everything they do. Who are those people? Those that their faith is divided, those that their faith is not on God alone after they have asked God for wisdom. So I just want to talk to to encourage someone, since it's the beginning of the year, that may our faith be on God alone. May we focus on Him alone, because here the Bible tells us that if our faith is not on Him alone, then we become unstable in everything that we do. Everything becomes chaos. Sometimes when we look at our life, we think that we are in a chaos situation. It's because of our faith. It's on God, and on the other hand, we are taking matters into our own hands. So, and it simply says that, and that this verse, it doesn't mean that when our faith is in God, then we are going to receive everything that we want. It simply says that in the midst of me being sick, my faith is in God. It's in God alone, that God is the source of, God is the source, God is the healer. Even if God does not heal me, I still declare that God is the healer. In the midst of wanting provision or lacking food, that doesn't mean that even when I don't receive food, God is not the provider. God is still the provider. This is what we declare. In the midst of being in trouble, God is still there, to walk with me this journey. In the midst of being in trouble, it doesn't mean that God can't rescue me. If he choose to take long to rescue me, or if He choose not to rescue me by that time, it doesn't mean that God is not available. God is still God, and our faith should still be on Him, and we still declare that God is the one that can rescue us in this situation that we find ourselves in. So just an encouragement to say that as we are in a new year seeking God, we know this is a season where we fast, where we spend time with God. Most churches are opening now, and this is just to say that, let our number one goal for this year be to find God, to seek God, to leave God, to focus on Him alone.